Hello, everybody. Scott Golden here with the Pro Wrestling Logic YouTube channel. Welcome to those of you who are new. Welcome back to those of you seasoned veterans of what we do around here. Over 1,600 audios available for your listening pleasure on these particular processes. And again, we get a process there. So we see more confrontation between Derek Young and Matt Striker. Striker being humiliated and having to admit that Young is the better man. Striker doesn't want anything to do with any of this, obviously because of the process. There is damage to the locker room of Tyson Kidd as it relates to Yoshitatsu, who's been incognito over the last few weeks since their action figure leg on a pole match. But obviously they're going to pick that up get a little bit. SmackDown's Trent Beretta, who is currently on the AEW roster, also currently out with, I believe, neck fusion surgery. So get well soon to Trent. Anyway, both guys tie up here, and a Colorado tie up onto the mat goes all the way around. I did not even know that Beretta was on SmackDown at the time, so my knowledge and awareness of the 2011 main process is not exactly as good as it used to be, anyway, or not terribly sufficient. Anyhow, springboards and roll throughs by um, Tyson Kidd and managing to get there. Um, Ultimately, uh, we basically see some roll throughs and basic things there, and we get back to things in a basic way here, um, and kind of a roll up, and ultimately Trent Beretta gets a few near falls, some back chin locks, and really basic maneuvering along the way. Doesn't get all he wants, but gets enough. Um, Needless to say, side headlocks and basic maneuvers leading us in I guess you'd say, proper direction here. And Beretta managing to get everything he needs. Kickoffs um, by Tyson Kidd. Kidd managing to be in a position of dominance early, but Beretta coming back, obviously being from the main brand, they're trying to make him look stronger. Also trying to pop a little bit of I guess, more rating on an internet show. I don't even know that an internet show and rating makes sense, but anyway. Kicks and strikes pretty aggressively by Tyson Kidd. Kidd manages to um, get Beretta into the half crab, among other things, trying to get everything he can out of the process of all things here, and manages to do so. Anyway, so we begin to get Tyson Kidd kind of rolling things through, trying to get things going back in the general direction. And Tyson Kidd eventually does succumb to Trent Beretta with a victory, although injury has happened. More romance storyline between Derek Bateman and Maxine. Also, highlights of Cena and Punk from the Raw brand will be seen here. AJ Lee and Maxine have a match. AJ more aggressive, obviously your strong babyface. She basically takes Maxine's head off with a clothesline. Doesn't get everything she wants there, but does get enough. Maxine manages a couple of kicks along the way and ultimately kind of rolls things up and through, and then managing to crank back on her neck along the way. Holding on to the benefit of things there. Then we see Maxine with a couple of leg drops among other things, and um, obviously things not going according to plan. AJ does fire back and obviously is the larger of the stars. I would say that she's her generation's, um, version of the Divas Revolution. Anyway, cheating, uh, encouraged and accomplished by Derek Bateman, allows his lady to win the match, and then we go to literally about a 20-minute Raw segment to close out the show. We'll be back with more right after this.